Yo, I'm Devon and you're watching the Encore interview. It's currently the 20th of October 2020, 4:30 p.m. and I'm in the Forest of Dean, Gloucestershire. My current favourite artist is Jack Antonoff. He was in the band Fun and he's written with like a load of great artists. He's written with Taylor Swift. He's written with Lord. He's worked with some like amazing artists and he's like my inspiration at the moment. He's also got a side project called Bleachers and like everything he does is just amazing. He takes like loads of different genres and just smashes them together. And I kind of saw similarities in me and him in the way we're just so erratically bouncing from like one genre to the next. So I really like that. My favourite current soundtrack is the score for the Joker movie. I was like obsessed like last year, this time last year I think it was. I went to the cinema on my own like 4 times to watch that movie, and like the score along with the movie was like the best thing ever. Even though there's like no lyrics or like melody in that sense, it's just all orchestral. I thought that was the most beautiful kind of like soundtrack. My current favourite music magazine, I don't read a lot, like I'm really dyslexic. My favourite music magazine is probably just Anime. That's like the main one in the UK. When I see like bands and stuff in that, I'm always kind of, my fingers on the pulse in that sense. Like I kind of see who's coming through on Anime. I don't necessarily read it in physical, but I see it online and on their blogs and stuff. That's kind of like my favourite artist at the same time. My favourite producer is Jack Antonoff. Yeah, he's just worked with like so many amazing acts. So like Lord and Taylor Swift. And I think he's just an amazing writer in his own sense. The way he produces is just so unique, and the way he kind of uses techniques of like panning and filters his drums and all of like the little nuances that producers love to nerd over. I think he's like has like an amazing just way of doing that. My current favourite mixer is probably a guy I've been working with on my last single called Courtney Ballard. He mixed the Super Whatever record, which is a friend of mine. They're in a band that I was a massive fan of, still am. He mixed that whole record and that's why I really wanted to work with him. I just love his work. My favourite song is Everybody Lost Somebody by Bleachers, but the live version of it, loads better. Song I wish I wrote was I Know the End by Phoebe Bridgers. I think that's like the best lyrics I've ever heard in like a album ending song, and she just goes into such detail with her storytelling, and it's just so pretty and dark at the same time and just really fun and interesting. So that's why I just love her lyrics. I just wish I wrote that song. I've written a song that's not out yet and it's called Somewhere in Nowhere. It's just basically about the place I'm from and how I was feeling at the time. It's quite personal. It's not out. I don't know if it'll ever come out, but yeah. Dream collab. There's like a couple. I really love the band The Neighbourhood. I'd love to collab with them. Phoebe Bridgers, I absolutely love her. I also love the band Paramore. I'd love to do a song with them someday, which would be sick. What brings me the most fulfillment is making something from nothing. I like starting not knowing what I'm gonna make and then blanking out, which is how it feels for me. The whole process just feels like I've just blacked out, and then I kind of wake up and there's like a fully fledged song in front of me, and I can't really remember what's just happened in the last like hour or 4, but I love that kind of experience. I think even that experience for me is probably better than a show, like a live show buzz. It's a complete different feeling, but I really love that. I've always loved creating things, so well, I'm signed to a label now, so I'd have to say like signed to a label, especially I guess in this day and age at this current time with the pandemic. I'm very, very grateful to be signed to a label just for the support and the team behind me. It'd be probably very scary to be in the situation I was in a year ago today, because I was very much struggling to even stay afloat and struggling to get money together to even keep music being a thing. My career goals are probably to release more music. I want to release bigger projects, so not just one song here and there. I love dropping singles, but I would like to at some point drop a project which has some variation and shows my kind of variety in my range in songwriting, I guess, and production, and show some of my slower songs where I've maybe necessarily concentrated more on the storytelling and have that kind of balance. And yeah, I just hope like more people are going to catch on to my music and I can grow the already extremely loyal fan base I have and just see where we end up. I haven't got anyone that specifically inspires me other than like other artists and stuff. I don't really know them on like a personal level. I kind of take little traits from different people that really inspire me. Stuff from my dad, stuff from my mum, stuff from my nan, my granddad, stuff from my like really close friends, bits from them kind of piece me together. But I guess in some way I kind of inspire myself. I'm very much like a hermit. I spend a lot of time like within myself and like I've always been an introvert. So I'm very much kind of always in my own head. So in a way I kind of inspire myself, not in a weird egotistical way like I feel like I'm amazing or nothing, because I'm not, but I kind of drive myself in that sense. Just kind of want to be my own person. Life. I'm grateful for finding the confidence. I'm grateful for finding the confidence to realize what I was good at such a young age, and kind of have the confidence to pursue that and not kind of stay in the hole I was kind of in when I was about 14, 15, when I was trying to be someone I wasn't, trying to be this sporty kid just to fit in with the kids in my school. And I'm glad I kind of got out of that and realized what I was good at, because I always hear that saying where it says, you know, you enjoy the stuff you're best at. And I felt like I was doing stuff I enjoyed, but I wasn't the best at it. I was terrible at it. And I kind of pulled myself up and realized I should just do what I'm good at. And I started doing what I was good at. And I enjoyed it so much more. And people around me didn't judge me for that. What makes me truly happy is just being creative, making music, making something from nothing. Like I said before, I love creating stuff. That's always been my go-to thing. I've never been a massively social guy. I do have friends that have brought that kind of social side out of me, but what makes me most happy is just kind of like making stuff. My definition of love, don't really know anymore. My definition of love is just kind of accepting yourself. I don't know, that's a tricky one. That stumped me. I could have told you a year ago, but I guess it's just like being at one with yourself, having confidence in yourself and your personal, having confidence in your skin, and knowing like what you want to do and loving your craft, I guess. For me, I'm just so like wholeheartedly in music that is the only thing I love right now. That and my family and my friends. I would say take breaks, do stuff that is like rewarding straight away, as in like watching a movie, going to see your friends, or going to the pub with your friends, or doing stuff like that, which is kind of, that feeds your kind of brain with nice things, instead of spending too much time working on where you want to be, and just enjoy the present and live in the present for a little bit. I feel like it's just like a blanket, like all of them. I've always been one to push for people to just be themselves. I've always been like looked at differently in a weird kind of way, so when I see people put down for the way they look, like the color of their skin, it just baffles me. It literally baffles me how that in this day and age is still kind of something that's going on, that people get treated differently for like the clothes they wear, or like the color of their skin. It's mental. Like I can't even fathom it anymore. For me, since I was a kid, it's not even been something I even questioned. So I don't know how like people could. It's just mad. It's baffling, and it gets me Gets me mad. Other than like the pandemic, that seems to be the one that's like going on at the moment, which has been the maddest one that's kind of impacted everyone in a way. Still in it, we're still living in it, I guess. It's very, very strange. And I don't think anyone's ever been in this kind of situation before. So yeah, I feel like I can't even look on it because I'm so in it and everyone's so in this. There's no way to look back on it and see how it's impacted us, because I feel like we're right in the middle of it right now. So it's a really strange, surreal feeling. 2020, had relationships that fell apart. Yeah, that's kind of the main one for me. I won't go too deep into it, but I've lost people. I've lost like too many people on a personal level, and then also through just death and stuff like that. This has been such a weird thing. Like 2020 has been a weird one for me. Like loads of bad stuff just happened all in one. I have a lot of work to do on myself, and I have to get myself on my feet before I can start to give anything to anybody else. Just because I'm in such an alien situation, especially with my career. I feel like I have to focus on myself for the next couple of years and need to get myself on my feet before I can focus on anyone else. What's the best thing that happened to me in 2020? I got signed to a record label and my dream came true on that side of things, and I've been releasing music with said record label, and that's kind of all I've ever really wanted to do is make music and release music. So being with my friends, I guess there's been like every time I've ever been with my friends, I've laughed. I don't think I've not ever not laughed when I've been with my friends. So there's not actually been one specific moment. If I was to go into detail in like times I've laughed with my friends, it would just be so like random and so not funny, just because of our humor. It's just so strange. Yeah, like every time I've been with my friends, I've laughed. There's not really been like one moment. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Devon, and I'll see you again next year.